what in heaven's name brought you to Casablanca?
My health. I came to Casablanca for the waters.
The waters? What waters? We're in the desert.
I was misinformed.
He taught me, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
The ability to speak does not make you intelligent.
You're tearing me apart!
What?
You say one thing, he says another, and everybody changes back again!
It's the Al Travis Show, and we've got her on the program with us, Alysen Nesse. Love talking politics with her, but because I get distracted easily, I noticed, Alysen, thank you for being here. You're wearing a very nice Timberwolves cap.
I am, yeah.
So are you a fan?
I'm a big fan. Yes, I am.
Okay, let me break down my philosophy of the baseball cap that you're wearing, if I might.
All right.
I believe within moments here of testing you, we'll find out. Your hat looks pristine.
It is brand new.
Okay, so you cut me off. If it's pristine, it's because you wear it for show, but now you just got it. 2, if it was really ratted and tatted, it's because you made it look ratted, it's because you're trying to look like you wear it all the time. And 3, if it's just normal wear and tear, I might believe you're a Wolves fan. But now I got to fight through this because maybe you are and you just bought the hat. Okay. Wolves, give me your 30 seconds thought on what your Timberwolves are as a team right now, as I tell you they are sitting in 4th place, but literally 1/2 game out of 2nd.
Yeah, I was going to say they're in 4th place, but 2 and 3 are tied, and it's just a half.
Yeah.
I love this team. I love the rhythm that they're getting in. Anthony Edwards, frankly, one of the best players in the entire league, a superstar that we rarely ever get in Minnesota, and I just have so much fun watching them.
Which is great. I'm a Timberwolves fan. I am a frustrated Timberwolves fan. 2 years in a row, we get the Western Conference, fine, but they've been doing the same during the regular season that they've done the last 2 years. And what I mean by that, they lose games that they should never lose. And, they'll lose some game. It's like, what are you thinking? And the next day they play Oklahoma City and they beat them. It's frustrating. It seems as if they don't have the mental gumption to be there every day. Am I wrong? You're kind of looking at me.
Well, I mean, you're right. You're not. No, you're not wrong. Basketball, similar to hockey, it's similar with the Wild, frankly, I feel.
Okay.
And they play so many games, but
I don't disagree. And there's no team ever that didn't play through the season and have some games like we let slip away. It's a regular pattern for us. Win 4 or 5 good games, bad team comes, we lose 4 or 5 good games. Yeah. Oklahoma City, they've only lost 7 games all year, and they'll tell you there's 2 or 3 games they should not have lost because of mental. I mean, it happens. Yes. You're right. It's too many ball games. But let me ask you this then. Mm-hmm. We're in 4th, could be in 2nd. Okay, we get to the playoffs. Do you think in a 7-game series we beat, which might be the best player in the league, in the Denver Nuggets, Jokic? Do we beat him in 7 games? We beat San Antonio, but can we beat him in 7 games? Do you really want to play Oklahoma City? No, Alysen, tell me.
I know.
I'm a fan,
you're not wrong. I just don't want to agree with you.
Which is why you're on this program, my friend, right there. You don't have to go down that road with me, but it's just so funny. The litmus test already. Would you put your check on it? Would you put $100 on it that they have to? Maybe you got enough money, you put $100. Would you put your whole check on it and say, "Oh, we'd beat any of those teams"? I'm keeping my check. That's what I'm saying, and that's not against them, but it's things like yesterday's win, right? Mm-hmm. I was big. We probably fold. Ant was out because of his foot thing, and then Rudy was out because he's a knucklehead and too many technical fouls. He's got to stop that crap. So this was a perfect opportunity with the Bucks not playing well to go in there and just slide on it because our pros aren't in there. But instead, Randall, McDaniels, Reed, DiVincenzo, Behringer, and also Bobby Bones. I love Bones, by the way. I don't know who. That's got to be just a nickname. There ain't no way they have families. What do you call them? Bones. Maybe they did. They're the coolest family ever. 7 people in double digits, and they wiped them off the planet. Mm-hmm. That's how we have to play. I've been saying this for weeks. When we have and I love Ant, score 42 points and we lose, there's a reason. It has to spread around like that. You spread around like that, a team doesn't know who to guard. Those come the easy wins. You're going to agree with me again. You and I are going to have to sit at a box. Your company needs to buy a box and we'll go watch a game.
I agree.
See, we agree on a lot of stuff. That's really cool. Okay, we're done with the Timberwolves. Okay, I got to do some other things we got to talk about. I got to ask you, obviously, the news of the day, what's going on since last we had you on last week.
Yeah.
I'm having issues with the idea that you can sit two people in a room and have them watch the same, let's say 5 videos, there's many more, but 5 videos of what happened. And you can have 2 humans walk away with completely different ideas of what happened. How does that work? Are we really so into ourselves that I got to see the one thing in the tire spin or the thing to make my side? You know what I'm saying? I find that remarkable.
I mean, it is remarkable, but it's absolutely not a new phenomenon. I mean, that's why eyewitness experts or eyewitness accounts are so, are not taken because you do, but you have preconceived bias too when you look up things too. So, it's not a new thing. It's just it's just another example of how 2 people can see like 2 different colors. You know?
Yeah, but okay, but and I get that. The one I watched, because it was just on my Facebook the other day, it had something like a zebra-style horse, and if it was going to the left, your right brain. If it's going to the right, and it's the same flipping picture that everybody's looking at. And that's kind of got me down this thought process. It's like, okay, I react a certain way because of my brain stuff, and maybe colors of horses or that. Remember there was the shoes or the dress, was it pink or blue? Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's say that happens, and you say it's not a new phenomenon. Then how do we not get to a point where we say, maybe I'm thinking weird here, and we don't have the craziness we see on TV ever since then?
Well, that's the thing. There's a whole industry now that perpetuates an entertainment industry that perpetuates the way people see things. And then we, want confirmation bias. So we go to those places just to make sure that we're correct. And then it just continues and continues and continues.
See, but, and I've only known you, I don't know how long we've known each other now. I don't know you, Etta, but I presume your dad's a Timberwolves fan. He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
So he probably raised you right. To get to a point, this is just me, and again, I understand I'm a right-wing knucklehead. To get me to the point where I throw a snowball or spit or, attack a police officer of any, I don't know how far down a road we've got to get. My point back to the red shoe or the green shoe or whatever, I have my biases when I watched all that. And it happens both ways with other things that happen on the country. How do we get to a point that it seems people talking civil war?
Well, people have been talking Civil War for a couple of years. I mean,
I know,
years and years. Yeah.
Okay, but how are we to that point? You and I are going to look at the thing, see it differently. Okay, I like Alysen. She's a Timberwolves fan. We can't find any common denominator anymore that says, okay, I'm going to go protest. And I say, great, go protest. Stand on the sidewalk, yell, scream. Please get rid of the whistles. I'm anti the whistle thing. It drives me nuts, but that's me.
People have the freedom to be annoying.
Well, yeah, that's my point. Is I'm not going to fight the fight over the whistle, but I'm like, please, you're going to do it my way. But go protest, go yell, go scream, go stand on the sidewalks, watch, take all the videotapes. I just can't get myself in front of, stand in front of the car and try to stop. I don't have myself. I can't do that.
Well, that's why you're not doing it. But I think.
Well, then same this you, Alysen. You're not doing it either. So there.
I'm not either. But I think we're talking about the outcomes. Let's talk about the actions. What are these federal agents doing? Oh. They are arresting citizens without the legal right to. They are arresting them without warrants, they're having other ICE agents sign warrants. No, you need a judge's signature. We have a process. We have due process in this country, and they are skirting it, and people are really upset about it. So they're out there and they're acting out.
And I don't disagree. I haven't seen those things, but I understand what you're talking about. There are different rules for ICE agents than there are for the regular police department as far as warrants go, and I'm not a lawyer to go down that road.
There are,
but I'm back to okay, we have laws on how to fix that, how to rectify that, how to vote for it. And this, to put your physical safety, or even how do I put it? If you believe ICE agents are knuckleheads with guns who do lunatic things, the safest thing is not to go poke the bear. You know, I'm not trying to call anyone stupid for doing it. I get you think you're doing the right thing, but you get my point. We have other ways around it. We have ways of fixing that.
We do, but right now they're not following those ways. They are, I know of 20 people who have been sent to Texas and Florida within 24 hours of being taken into custody by ICE. These are U.S. citizens who are being flown to other states and not being given due process, and their rights are not being upheld. So they're not playing by the rules. And that is what is really hard for people to accept. When government...
I'm with you. I'm with you. The thing about grabbing the wrong people, I don't know if it's on purpose. I don't know these people, but if you think you're getting a guy, and a bad guy, a bad hombre, whatever they want to call him, and you're getting the wrong one because they're in the same house, whatever, they're good mixes going to happen. You're not going to grab if we think it's 8 million people and not get some up, and it's not good, it's bad. So if they get to Florida, they get to Texas, is that where they're getting someone to say, show us you're from here? I don't know what you're saying. They didn't get any. Maybe that's where it happens. I don't know the system, quite frankly. I know there's a place in Minneapolis that they're bringing people because, what's her name? Elon Omar wanted to go in there. I don't know what's happening in that, if that's the sorting area or the figure that out area. I don't know, and I'm not happy any American gets picked up. I'm not sticking up for it. But the process, you can't do it on the street. Find out the answer, because there's hundreds of people around you yelling and whistling. So maybe there's something to that. Maybe I guess Al's world, we settle this down, calm it down, and then we'll talk about the process. Let's get to how do we do it? If I'm going to be outside this restaurant, I'm taking Bob out. You don't like it, I get it. I'm saying I think Bob is a bad hombre. Why? And then show me the paperwork or whatever you got. We have to find a way that we can both accept there's work to be done, and how do we do it? I agree with you 100%. I really do. Yep. But I think we have to calm it down, take 2 steps back to make it work, because it isn't. What we've seen in the last week, it hasn't gotten better, I guess is my point.
It is escalating. It is purposefully escalating.
So we'll go talk about that after this on the Al Travis Show. I got her, Alysen Nesse.
You need a friend at the Capitol who knows how to get things done.
And you're in luck, because that's exactly who we are, your friends at the Capitol, and we deliver results.
At Momentum Advocacy, we bring decades of experience in lobbying, public affairs, and crisis communications.
From local nonprofits to national corporations, we help you move policy, manage your media, and make your voice heard.
We're not just seasoned pros, we're essential partners.
Momentum Advocacy, your friends at the Capitol. Learn more at momentum-advocacy.com.
This season, bring the whole family to see Irving Berlin's White Christmas. This smash hit musical based on the classic film returns by popular demand to delight you at Chanhassen dinner theaters. With loads of laughter and a stunning showcase of Irving Berlin songs, White Christmas is a celebration of the romance, friendship, and magic of the holidays. Make your plans today to see White Christmas. Visit chanhassendt.com.
talk amongst friends. The Al Travis Show. Nothing but talk.
And I've got her Alysen Nesse on the program. Don't hate her. She's a Timberwolves fan. All right. Probably not going to get you too much hate mail. Let me ask you this, because I want you to be on the front end of this for me, because this is where the next big thing is going to come, in my opinion. So far, we have cut programming money to some programs of which we think are wrought with fraud. I haven't heard a lot of people saying that's a bad idea. You good with that? Oh.
I am. Yep.
Okay. Because here's where I think this goes south. The Department of Human Services, we had on today Deputy Secretary Jim O'Neill. They're here today looking around. Oh, I know. You look at that. Al had him on. I know. I was shocked anyway. But they're talking cutting $2 billion in annual Medicaid funding to the state of Minnesota and other sanctuary cities/states. I know from my side, I'm like, okay, until they can want to play the game with us, I could get it. But I'm asking you from your side, because I believe the first thing we're going to see, I think that starts February 1st, something like that. By February 2nd, we are going to have starving children in the streets and pictures of it and how bad this is for those that really need it, which makes me then I'm the bad guy. And I want people who really need it to need it. But if it's being ripped off rampantly, I don't want that either. Is this the next big shoe to drop? Things that you and I can't agree on?
There's a difference between ending a program or freezing a program because of potential fraud or existing fraud, and then freezing it because of state or city policy. Those are two different things.
They are, but I'm going to stick up for this side. It is because of those policies that we have as much fraud as we have going on. That's his side, right? So now, until you want to play with us, I use the SNAP thing, and that wasn't from his department, by the way, but SNAP. We don't want to give the federal government who's getting SNAP. Well, it's their money. It's all our money, but the federal government has it. Why would we not, for God's sakes? Well, we're going to stop it until you give it to us. You know why? Because we want to find out if Al is getting it in Minnesota and in Iowa, because they're 8 miles apart. Doesn't seem crazy to Al. Why would Minnesota die on that hill? This is where we disagree.
This is where we disagree. The state and the city just do not feel that they have any, jurisdiction over immigration, enforcement, status, processing, and so they're not going to participate in immigration oversight and action, because they have nothing to do with the payment or the processing, and it's strictly a federal activity. Okay. I'm just saying, I think this is the next thing. Now, again, I am not forcing you to stick up for everything that this governor does. But here's my last thing, which hit me yesterday, which driving me just a little nuts. This Thompson guy, the U.S. attorney guy, resigned, right? You heard that? Yeah,
him and some others?
Yeah.
Okay. Governor out yesterday saying this guy was a patriot. He's this, that, because they believe he left because of Trump. So he's a great guy. Am I the only human being that remembers last week in the governor's speech, he was saying this guy would not be hired by any other company in the world. He would have been fired. Am I really supposed to forget that a week ago he said that? Can two things be true 1 week apart? I want to say I'm being played the fool. And you can believe both. You can believe I believe it's all politics. Last week he said this guy should be fired. And this week, greatest guy ever.
It's all politics.
See,
I got no defense there.
Thank you. Okay. Thank you for being honest, because I'm sitting there going, oh my God, I can't be the only person who watched both meetings. No. Okay. Thank you. Because, and again, he's not the only one. We have him plenty on our side. Donald Trump, go there. Stop. Just stop. Tell me what you think. Let me know what it is. Don't tell me what works for you today and it changes 7 days later. You know what I'm saying? Can we not at least agree on that? And then we know what we're dealing with. And Trump is as bad as I'm not.
He's a flip-flopper himself.
And you tell me who's not. It seems if you get votes from us, then you're a flip-flopper. And if we could stop that, I'd appreciate it a ton. And here we are. Look at you, Alysen. We started agreeing on the Timberwolves. And we ended up agreeing on this. Can we just stop the flip-flopping? You and I are going to get along just fine, I think.
We're good.
I appreciate you a ton. Appreciate taking time to be here. She's Alysen Nesse on The Al Travis Show.